Hi everyone, my name is Qori, and I've spent the majority of my time at ESA making art, worrying about making art instead of actually making it. This goes against every piece of advice higher grades have ever given me, but for the first 2 years here, I was paralyzed by the fear of making bad art. As time passed and I didn't make art, I eventually reached a point where I knew enough was enough and that I had to sit down and make something. But the question was, what? I thought about making abstract art. It would make sense if I was being held back by a fear of making mistakes. But despite abstract art breaking down conventions of what art should be, I still believe it's possible to do better. What if I make hotel art? What if I make art with no soul behind it just for the sake of filling the canvas? But what if those hotel paintings are secretly good? What if there's an esoteric hidden meaning in the painting on the wall of my Motel 6 room known only to the artist? If it may look generic and commercial, but could also have layers to it, who am I to look down on mass-produced Giclée home decor prints? Does art need to have meaning? Where is the line drawn when it comes to the role of meaning in giving art value? What if I tried realism instead? I've made some attempts at it, but found myself getting bored because my ideas were limited by my skills. Would a better artist just get better at realism though? What excuse do I have? Would learning realism be a way of proving my commitment to my art and to validate myself in the eyes of those critical of contemporary or abstract art? What if I just followed my impulses and made whatever popped into my head? I've tried that, and I didn't love the results. I also don't find satisfaction in art that I can't explain to others, art that on some level doesn't make sense. I desire connection, and art is a unique way of accomplishing that. So, how to make good art? How to make art I like looking at? How to make art I like thinking about? How to make art I like making, and who cares? Everyone has a different idea on what good art is. Good art in Elizabethan England will look a specific way. Good art in pre-colonial Australia will look very different. Why should either group be considered right? Why should my society's opinion be more important to me than others just because of where and to whom I was born? I don't think making what I want qualifies as me making good art. To me, it sounds a bit self-centered. That doesn't mean I think it's a bad thing to do on its own, but I do think there is more to what makes good art than the opinion of the artist. I think that if I ever want a chance of making good art, I need to make what satisfies me and other people. There's nothing wrong with making art with other people want. Otherwise, you might as well keep your art in a locked box in your room. I believe the desire to have people think your art is good is not a bad thing. Art exists to be looked at by people besides the artist. I don't know, and I won't pretend to know what good art is, but though it may sound cheesy, I think there's an answer someone inside everyone who makes or cares about art. There are two important things I've learned over the past 3 years at ESA that have gotten me to the point that I can consider why I make art the way I do. The first is the importance of acknowledging that our art is rarely, if ever, just for us. That's why I worry about what others think. That's why I worry about what everyone here thinks. The second is that bad art can be bad art, but not bad art. It's good to make bad art, and in that sense, it's good because it's bad, and it's only good when we know it's bad. I hope that makes sense. Thank you.